Hey guys, it's Amber. So today I'm going to be doing my Q&A video. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram or down below my last video or a few videos ago. Whichever one said Q&A, ask me anything basically. And so I got some questions, so today I'm going to answer them. Okay, so let me pull up my Instagram questions first. So the first question comes from Seymour Beauty. And she says, what do you find works best for treating your rosacea? How do you handle your flare-ups in terms of makeup, changing your routine? And then she just said that she has rosacea. So basically what I find is to use things that aren't drying. So I actually do use Acne products on my rosacea. I use the Acne stuff from Mary Kay called Clear Proof. And then I also have the Rosacea Gel, and I will put this on in the mornings. It is a little bbit drying, so I find I use it with a moisturizer. That just seems to work the best for me. Like, it doesn't necessarily make all the redness go away, but it keeps, because I do have acne too, it keeps the ready rashy stuff away. But it's not so strong that it dries out my face. I have used stuff from the dermatologist, and it worked when it was really, really bad, but it would just dry it out. And then as far as foundation goes, my best friend would be the CoverGirl 3-in-1. Like, this stuff covers it so good. And I just have to do primer and then powder your face with the translucent powder, add that, then powder again. And if you blend it out really nice, it won't look cakey, and it really does help keep acne. Now, if your face is sensitive to primers and it makes it break out, then just skip the primer and use that. But that is my thing that I always use when I'm having a flare-up or a breakout, and it just covers it up good. Also, if I'm home, if I'm having a flare-up, I'll just go without makeup for a while. I'll stick to like a BB cream. This e.l.f. BB cream doesn't make me break out at all. I'll wear that when I'm home and just try to like go without makeup and just really treat it until it's getting down. But if I have to go out or go to work, then I use that foundation. Okay, so my next question is from Kill Them With Your Kindness. And it says, may we know your secret talent aside from doing videos? So actually, I don't know if I really have a secret talent. I like to sing. I used to be a pretty good singer. I don't know that I'm a very good singer now, but how I learned singing, or how I started doing singing, is I wanted to be a Disney princess. So I guess if I had a secret talent, it would be that I'm a Disney princess. So I like to sing church music, I like to sing Broadway music, and I like to sing Disney songs. So should I sing something?
So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine.
Okay, my next question comes from Miley Sink. And which product do you regret buying the most? Let me think about this. I really got rid of a lot of products that I regretted buying, and I really have so far been pretty good on what I've like bought and not bought. Okay, so I mentioned this in probably a products I regret buying video, but I really regret buying the NYX Pore Filler. And I'm not saying this is a bad product. I'm just saying I didn't need it. I have so many primers that I'm like not even using up. I've been using the Mary Kay one and I love it. And like a little tiny bit goes a long way, and these are gonna go bad before I can use up 5 tubes of primer. So I just regret buying that because I didn't need it. Okay, Uniquely Melinda asks, what's your favorite liquid eyeliner? You know what? My only liquid eyeliner that I have is from Bedhead. But I am usually a gel liner girl, and I use the Wet n Wild. So I haven't experimented enough with liquid eyeliners. If you have an amazing liquid liner, the reason why I don't use them too much is they usually smudge on me. Whatever reason, gel will stay better, but liquid tends to smudge because I have hooded eyes. So if you have an amazing liquid eyeliner, leave it down below so that I can check it out. Okay, and then Dusty K asks, what is your favorite fall lipstick? Will it change going into winter? And it's funny that you asked this, Dusty, because you sold me my favorite lipstick, and you probably know what I'm gonna say. In the moment I saw it, I had to have it. My favorite fall lipstick is the Narzana. I've talked about this a ton, but I just love this. And, you know, I think going into winter, I will probably wear some more reds, but I don't know for sure if I'm gonna stray away from this because I do really love it. So thank you. Okay, so now let's jump to the questions from YouTube. Okay, Makeup Over 40 said, what made you want to, she asked a lot of questions. What made you want to be a hairdresser? I've always just liked doing hair. I liked playing hair and makeup with my friends, and I just thought it was something I was naturally good at, and it was something that I knew if I didn't do that I'd always regret. How did you get started with YouTube? So I have a whole video on this, so I'll link that down below. It's my YouTube story, but basically I was working at a cosmetology school teaching, and I was gonna quit, and I wanted something else to do, and I loved kind of like talking and sharing with people, so I decided to make a YouTube channel. And then she asked, do your friends, family know that you make videos, and do they watch? And do they understand like your love addiction for makeup and beauty? So it was, my family knew that I had a blog, but they didn't know I made YouTube videos until probably a couple years after I started. And I did it so sparingly that I didn't really talk about it. My sister found out first because she followed me on Twitter, and I started tweeting out my videos, and it was like, oh, they're gonna see. And then my brother follows me on Twitter as well. So they were probably the first ones to know, besides my husband. He knew, of course. And then finally I kind of like started talking to my mom and stuff about it. And my family is like amazingly supportive. My sister, who lives across the country, actually just went and got family pictures done. Her hair looked amazing, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so good. And she was like, yeah, I learned it from watching Amber's videos. And I was like, oh, it made me so happy because she isn't into beauty and fashion stuff like I am. And so for her to be able to learn that from me, or for me to help her with that, and she doesn't even live near me, like that made me so happy. And they are very supportive. They know that I ask for gift cards for makeup and I buy stuff, but they know it's my business too, so I use it on people other than just myself. And my mom like says, like, we all have her thing. Like, she likes to buy sweaters and cardigans. I like to buy makeup. Like, everybody has something. If you're a scrapbooker, you like to buy paper. If you're a quilter, you like to buy fabric. You know, like, it's happened. So yes, they are very super supportive of me, and they know all about it. Joyce Chitwood asks, where or how did your passion for doing all you do start? It just started when I was a little girl, and then I just discovered YouTube by accident. My son was watching like Elmo or something, and I saw a beauty video, and it was actually by like Juicy Star 07, which is kind of embarrassing to say, but it was a hair tutorial, and I was like, people do this? Like, mind blown, what? And then I was like, I can totally do this. And it wasn't until 2 or 3 years after I made my channel that I actually settled down and became serious about it. But yeah. Molly McCann asks, what was your first makeup purchase? When were you allowed to start wearing makeup, and what were you allowed to wear, and what's my favorite part of being a hairstylist? So my first makeup purchase probably would have been like a mascara or a lip gloss or a concealer stick. I used to go to our local grocery store when I had some extra like lunch money or something, and I used to buy the concealer sticks because my mom really didn't buy me makeup, and I was probably about 11 or 12, but I started getting pimples and I started getting my rosacea, and I was like, I gotta get something to cover this up. So I was getting those old like CoverGirl like sticks, and I was like putting them all over my face and not telling my mom because I was embarrassed that my face was breaking out and everything. So that was probably my first thing. And then when I was in 13 or 14, I was wearing a lot of makeup, like a full face of makeup. And my mom and dad came in, they're like, Amber, you're wearing too much makeup. And I went, okay. And nothing changed. I pretty much went the same. Looking back now, I wish I would have worn a little bit less because I feel like people judged me really harshly. I feel like everyone that knew me thought that I was like this wild girl because I wore eyeliner and lipstick or whatever, like. But I think it's really a personal choice, and I usually I didn't wear a ton of eyeliner, but I usually always wear like mascara, eyeshadow, foundation, powder. I didn't wear a lot of blush though. I didn't wear blush until I was a little bit older, randomly enough. I was so scared of like my rosacea that I was like, oh, I don't want to add blush to my face. So I didn't, but finally I discovered, oh look, it can make your face look nice, huh? Last one is, what's my favorite part about being a hairstylist my favorite part about it being a hairstylist is when somebody comes in and they're like having a bad day, or they feel horrible about themselves, or they hate their hair or whatever, and then I like do their hair or like do their color or anything, and then they're like, oh, I love it, I feel so wonderful, and then they're like so happy, and they go out and like they're just beaming and people compliment them, and like whew, their self-esteem has gone through the roof, and they're just like, I love you, Amber, you're amazing. And I'm like, thank you. That's my favorite part. I love the actual act of coloring hair. I love the chemistry behind it. I love figuring it out like a puzzle, like, okay, she's got gray roots and black ends, and then she's got this and this and this, and what are we gonna do? And I love like piecing it apart and like fixing it all. But I just love the effect that it has on people. I love making people feel happy and good and glad, and that's what I love. So those are all my questions for my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a few new things about me. And if you want to do this again, give me a thumbs up for this video, and maybe in a month or two we'll do another session. All right, thanks guys, bye. I'm all aglow, and now I know the key to